The first sign came on a morning that should have been ordinary. My wife had already stepped outside when she suddenly froze, her body stiffening as if she had remembered something dangerous too late. I was standing by the doorway, watching her from behind, when she slowly raised her hand and stared at it like she had seen a ghost. For a moment she didn't move. Then, without saying a word, she rushed back inside, slid her wedding ring off her finger, and let out a sharp breath, as though she had been holding it in for too long. "What's wrong?" I asked, trying not to sound alarmed. "Nothing," she replied, quickly, too quickly. Her voice was light, but her hands were trembling. That was when I realized something I had never truly paid attention to before. She never wore her wedding ring outside, not to work, not when visiting friends, not even to step into the compound. Inside the house, the ring never left her finger. She cooked with it on, slept with it on. Sometimes, when she thought I wasn't looking, I noticed her resting her cheek against her hand, the ring pressed softly against her face. But the moment she prepared to leave the house, she removed it, slowly, carefully, almost respectfully. At first, I told myself it meant nothing. Some people don't like jewelry. Some people fear attention. I tried to convince myself it was one of those harmless habits people develop without thinking. But the way she handled that ring didn't feel casual. It felt deliberate, guarded. One evening, I finally asked her about it. I kept my voice calm, even playful. "You don't like wearing your ring outside?" I said, forcing a smile. She smiled back, but her eyes never met mine. "It attracts attention," she replied. That answer stayed with me. Attention from who? From what? She never explained. The following week, I began noticing other things. On days she forgot and wore the ring outside, even briefly, she returned home shaken, quiet, restless. She barely spoke. At night, she tossed and turned as if sleep refused to take her. Then, before dawn, she would wake up, carefully remove the ring, and place it beside the bed before I opened my eyes. Doubt crept in slowly, tightening around my chest. Was she hiding our marriage? Was there someone at work who didn't know she was married? The thought made my stomach turn. One afternoon, I followed her. I kept my distance, careful not to be seen. When she reached her office building, she stopped at the entrance, looked down at her hand, and removed the ring. My heart sank. That night, we argued over something small, something that shouldn't have mattered, but the weight of it felt heavy. You won't believe what happened next. The story continues in part 2.